Hey guys, it's me, Pride. I'm here today to tell you guys how to link a warrior on Rebellion Shaiya. So first, I'm just gonna buff myself. Everything going here. I do have a bunch of NOS going, but those are all things you can farm in game. I'm using my other account as well to buff me. So I'm Ben, and I'll show you what kind of damage I can do. These are the end stats here. 8.5k attack, going pure strength. The reason why I have 901 base is you get about, I think, what is it, 885 when you restat. And I can actually, well, I'm not going to restat right now, that'd just be stupid. When you restat, you get 885 base stat points, and then from the Mount Merchant over here, which is actually the Vet Merchant, in actuality, I'm rank 4, I get 16 stat points, so if you add those together, it's 901. Running 2.7k dex right now. Like I said, these are all things you can buy or farm in the game right now that I'm using. So, I mean, this is all legit. This is using my shield and one-handed weapon and my DPS set. Now I'll explain what's going on with this. I have my skill bars up here, and I'm currently on tab 4 with my right one and tab 5 with my left one. Now what I can do is I can take off my shield, put on my two-handed axe, skip down to tab 1 and tab 2. Now this is for my axes right here. I really pretty much need to fix this up because I would like to have my rec set in here, which I'm going to go into in a second. As you can see, I have a bit less dex, just a bit more attack. I prefer this build for bosses, to be honest. I can usually get the kill on bosses if I'm using this set right here. If I go back to, what's it called? I usually pretty much use two-handed axes for bosses now. Usually go one-handed and shield for PvP. Now what I have up here is obviously my skill layout, but here I have a rec set. It's pretty just much basically linked for pure defense and absorption. Now I throw this on, and I mean, you can see a difference. The thing is, I'm still almost at 8k attack, which is pretty darn good for a rec set, you know, and it throws my defense up to 4.6, and I'll show you what kind of absorption I have. And I'll show you what kind of damage I can do to myself, obviously. Alright. So this is using my rec set, of course, so it's not going to be super high damage here. 5k out of earth. So we're going to try water, see what we can do here. 5k. So we're hitting, you know, 4 to 5k every hit. I'll check what top I'm wearing on this too. Alright, so technically I should try using... There we go, that's right, Ella right there. So I'm doing, you know, 6 to 7k, right, Ella. No, so it's pretty good damage. and now I'll show you how I do with my DPS set. Now typically what I do is I actually do use axes, especially if I'm one-on-one against a spellcaster. Two-handed axes are far superior because you get wind spins and such like that, and the shield doesn't really add anything to your defense against a mage or spellcaster. It's only usually good against melee. So here's my DPS set with my one-hander. Way higher damage as you can see. 8.5 really helps. I'm gonna pot real quick. There we go. Now I'm gonna switch to my axes, and I'll show you if that really makes much of a difference. And that's wrong, Ella, of course, or neutral. You can just see how fast those wind spins cut through. I mean, the two-handed axes are far superior against spellcasters for sure. So by far, use two-handed axes against spellcasters in the end. I mean, it really helps. What else is there? Okay, the actual build. These are the skills you're going to typically need. You can go back to when I was using a one-handed shield and see these and just pause on it and just see what skills I'm using and what kind of layout I have. For PvP, like I said, I use this. Has my rec set available, has Eraser, has Eagle Eye. I mean, that's really useful. And also another thing I like to do for bosses is Berserker. Now Berserker, with these current stats I'm at, let's see what this can do. I get up to 8.85. So it's quite good. Switch over to this. Still at 8.7, but if you equip two-handed axes and go Berserker on bosses, I mean, you're just going to be destroying them, and spellcasters as well. So two-handed axes, Berserker equals dead spellcasters pretty much. The actual build, I have 4 tops, but I typically only use water and wind. That helps all the lights out there. I typically only use water and wind, and for some reason I have fire up there. Am I on wind right now? Yeah, I'll throw water up there. I typically like using opposite Ellas. And I just prefer them hitting really hard or really low. Which is the way I like it. Weapons, I typically do Assault, Craft 7, or Craft 9, Shrewd 9, Ella, and then Debuff 7. That's what I do on all my weapons, no matter what weapons they are. Tops, I mean, you can just... I'll show you what I've got linked here. And pause the video. This is the same build over all of my accessories, just the same lapis over and over again. It'll do you well. And then for my rec set, I mean, it's really quite basic. So you can see the OJs, I'll bring it down. I mean, it's just linked for defense and absorption in the end. That's all you gotta really worry about. I mean, that's it. That's pretty much all the advice I can give you. Like I said, just use the skills. And here on tab 3 I have my buffs. And the reason I do that is because, I mean, some people like to have them in their R slot. I prefer to have auto attack there. I think putting skills in the R slot is a waste. I mean, they don't have to be extremely accessible all the time. You just scroll up or scroll down. I mean, that's what I like about this setup I've got going right now. So yeah, that's how I roll. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you all.